Haha.
Welcome back to not only our favorite podcast, but your new favorite podcast, or old if you're a longtime listener, Couple Pints Pod.
Hey.
Or should we say, Couple Prides Pod?
Oh.
Heyo.
Bam. That's right.
Let's not get into current events early. All right.
No.
Today, we're going to be talking about some heavy shit.
Some interesting but heavy shit.
Not like heavy shit, but heavy enough to where this could be a pedophile's 4, but not really.
Not really. Yeah.
Also,
Well,
if you're not woke, this is why it's Couple Prides Pod. Look at all this rainbow on my body.
look at that.
I'm an ally, folks.
That's
Here, a
awesome.
Couple Pints Pod. We support you. Anyway,
Everybody. Unity.
everybody,
This
even
podcast is about bringing everyone together.
even fucking YouTube keeps giving us strikes. We support you.
We still love you, YouTube.
Excuse me.
All
right.
For some reason, you got a vendetta, but we still love you.
Last time we ripped like 15 minutes before we got started, so let's get started.
Let's
What are we
go right
talking
into
about
it.
today?
Okay, this one is a JMac found.
Oh
this-
wait, just since no, because it's a current event. Never mind. Go.
Yeah, I'm going right to this one. Recently I've stumbled upon this. It's the Love and Bliss Church buys Epstein's Zorro
Sounds like a
Ranch,
VH1 show.
located in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Love and Bliss with fucking Flava Flav.
Love and Bliss, yeah.
All right, so it's a church.
boy.
It's a church. Can we start a Couple
It's a
Pines Pod
nonprofit
church? Couple, whatever. Yeah, nonprofit church, which all of them are.
So the kid who started it, where is his name? Alex Linziski.
We say the kid because he's what,
He was
19?
22. He was 22 when he
when he
founded
started
the
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, gets even better. Arrested in 2017 for stalking.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. And had another charge against him for, I think it was, I can't remember what the other charge would be, but he has two of them, and he started a church. What?
Nice, dude.
Where was it? So now to Epstein's ranch, because I want to go through everything because it's a puzzle piece that I connect through the episode.
Jigsaw. How many pieces is this jigsaw? 15 million, dude. It never ends. Continue.
Ever.
All right, so we got this fucking little baby face fuck.
Yep.
Started a church after getting arrested for being a young Epstein.
Pretty much.
And what do you do? What do you do? Tell him what he did, Kyle.
He
Do you
got
need a
Epstein-
koozie? That beer looks awfully sweaty.
It's sweaty.
All right, go.
He somehow bought, like I said in the beginning, Epstein's Zorro Ranch for just $200. $200. I'll get into how big the facility is. So just be ready.
What the?
Oh, that was me.
Turn your fucking volume off, bro.
Sorry.
Let me get you a koozie.
Sorry.
Go.
Thank you. So Epstein bought the trust from the King family. Well, Epstein and the Zorro Trust, I should say, bought the ranch from the King family. Then built a 33,339 square foot mansion. Okay. Where'd it go? It's behind me.
Went over there.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's no longer going to be in existence as of tomorrow, but yeah.
Okay. Well, the reason he could have so much is because he made a deal with the state for public grazing on his land.
So Epstein made a deal. What state? It's New Mexico, right? Yeah. We've talked about this ranch before.
Yeah.
So Epstein made a deal with New Mexico and said, hey, I know y'all know that I'm a sick fuck, but if you sell me this land for a couple milli, I'll let you fucking cows eat, right?
Yeah, it's like why,
Basically.
pretty much.
You're already dripping, bro.
know,
This is
bro.
going to be
I
electric.
love it. Before Epstein died in 2019, Garcia Richards was elected. She canceled a decade-long lease agreement that Epstein had with the state, just trying to get 1,300 acres back. Of
Also,
grazing
hey,
land.
why do you have two first names?
I don't know.
Good for canceling the deal, but change it.
So if you go and look for this while you're watching this, you're going to find a lot of articles that say, oh, it happened. The deal was signed in 2019. Everything passed. But
This is the deal with the church.
No, this is the Epstein's deal with the land.
Didn't he?
Because he bought it with his company in the Zorro Trust.
Before he definitely 150% killed himself.
Yeah, he's not dead.
Okay.
When they tried to get it back, the land was deemed an inaccessible landlocked state land. So it can't be touched. And it can't be touched
Like a
because
national park?
some sort of shit like that, because in the lease agreement it can't be touched until September of 2021.
Okay.
7,600 acres of private property surround the mansion, and only the head ranch hand and Epstein has access to the one road in and out. Let me pull this up on my phone now, because this is boom, gotcha. This just freaking pisses me off every time I read it. KRQE News 13 requested that they get the records. They received the records, and they found out that in October of 2020, the ranch was sold by Epstein's company, Cypress Incorporated, to, of course, the Love and Bliss Church for the nonprofit for just $200 fucking dollars. The listed address for the church is a small home in Reddington Beach, Florida.
All right.
Yup.
Is Reddington Beach near wherever Epstein lives?
I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
The Love and Bliss deed is stamped with a notary signature as well as Jeffrey Epstein's. The document states it was created in April of 2019.
Nice, dude.
A Florida address for the attorney listed on the deed turns up as a realty office on Google with no relation to an attorney listed on the document.
You told me this shit. It's weird.
The New York phone number on the deed sent News 13 to Jack DeWitt's sales office, who said they've had the same number for 60 years and did not have an attorney by the name of the person listed on the deed. What? Huh? What's that smell, JMac?
It's a little fishy, Colin. Onward.
Yeah. Now you'd think once Cypress Incorporated found out that it was a fraudulent deed, that it wasn't real, that they'd file a lawsuit against Love and Bliss Church.
Yeah, maybe. You know, what any rational person not dealing with an extraordinarily powerful pedophile would do. But what happened?
Cypress Inc. decided that it would just be petty interest to get involved with a lawsuit towards them. So they won't take any action.
Interesting.
Very
I fucking hate myself.
interesting.
So now we got a 22-year-old started a church. New Mexico said, all right, you kitty diddler, let's fucking give you the land. It went through a corporation that doesn't actually exist. And then the state of New Mexico said, checks out.
Yep. Yeah.
Sick, dude.
So
sick.
You know,
but no, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, it's all good.
Yeah. So for some reason,
it's all good.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
It's relax. It's okay. No dents. Okay. New Mexico. When Jeffrey Epstein bought his ranch,
financial dens. Plenty of dens for the face of fucking New Mexico.
Yep.
So, which shouts out to Leah, already has beef with.
Yeah. Epstein was labeled a pedophile and had to register
way
as a
before
sex
this.
offender.
Way before this.
He moved to New Mexico.
When was that? 2015?
Yep, I'm pretty sure.
He was a registered fucking pedophile, sex offender, piece of shit.
So now fast forward to when he moves to New Mexico. You'd think he'd have to register
he
as a
sex
sex offender.
There. That's one of his many fucking sex
when he
ranches.
bought the land and when he was doing it, you'd think he'd have to register, right?
Let me guess. He didn't?
Didn't have to.
Makes sense.
Did not have to.
Checks out.
By New Mexico law. Now, people in the state have tried to close the child trafficking loopholes.
Oh, have they now?
They've tried.
Oh,
But
really?
every time.
Well, we're just going to
it's-
ask no questions and let the most prolific child trafficker of all time move into our
Here's
state.
a
But
fun
we're
part.
trying. Hey, we're trying.
We're
We're trying.
We're trying.
We're
So
trying.
they say, hey,
That's fine. It's
let's
fine.
get this to the Senate. Let's get this to the Senate.
Yeah. Oh, because they're going to do so much for someone who probably funds and is friends with most of the Senate. Continue.
Gets there
Sorry, this
2
shit
times.
gets me heated.
Gets
every
there 2
time.
times. And the Senate dismisses it.
Twice.
2 times.
Said, nah, it's cool.
They said, nah, I don't care about that.
And I'd imagine New Mexico doesn't have the most expensive property taxes. It's not like they're benefiting off of selling him. I think I read in your notes, what, like 7,000 or
7,600
7,000 acres of land. So I was right the first time.
Yep.
They're not really, like, I'm sure they're making a little bit, but it's like, hey, you probably make more in like traffic tickets than you do in a fucking pedophile living in your state on 7,000 acres of land that he says, hey, but your cows can eat here.
Bring them on home.
New Mexico's a big state, dude. There's plenty of places for cows to eat.
You want to hear something else?
Yeah, please inform me.
The,
Wait, so how does this finish your thought, but then let them know how the church ties into all of this? And not the church. Hey, YouTube, not the church.
Yeah,
how the church, the Love and Bliss Church, hosted by Flava Flav, ties into this. I should have gotten a clock with a chain for this episode.
That'd be good.
That would have been great.
See if we can edit it in or something. With the,
we can't. I suck.
Oh, well, hey, it happens. When Epstein was purchasing the land, the attorneys that helped him sign off on the deal
that don't actually exist.
Well, no, this was when he was purchasing.
The attorneys exist. The broker doesn't exist.
Well,
Who doesn't exist?
Not for the deed to sign it over to the church. This was for him buying the land and building his property on it.
The people that the church bought it from doesn't exist.
Yeah, the people who signed the document given to the church don't
continue.
exist.
So the attorneys that helped Epstein buy it.
The land were the same ones that helped him broker the plea deal in Florida to let him go wherever the fuck he wanted as a registered sex offender who was supposed to be in jail. Huh? What?
That deserves a bigger.
It's disgusting. I don't understand how they get away with it. So of course I would now.
Well, we both know how they get away with it.
We obviously know how they fucking got away with it. I also, fun fact, you know how you wanted me to tell you how the church is aligned with and how he got to know Epstein and all that?
Yeah, how did Alexander Skarsgård buy this church?
Alexander Skarsgård has
let's not deface Alexander Skarsgård. What's the fucking kid's name?
Alex.
It's on the page before I bought
Lizinski?
it. Fucking
Zoinks. Like, hey, Scoob. This kind of seems weird.
Alex Lizinski.
Alex Lizinski, what's going on, man?
Fucking Alex Lizinski,
what
dude.
What are you doing, dude?
The 22-year-old kitty diddler.
That's kind of freaking weird.
Love and Bliss Church? Is that not an immediate red flag?
In my mind, it was. Immediately.
That's like band camp meets youth group, dude. That's just, to me, Love and Bliss Church run by a 22-year-old means orgies.
Pedophile in the making.
Which, look, it's a little better if it's like a bunch of 22-year-olds just fucking and sucking in New Mexico on a kitty diddler ranch. My mind's somewhere else. But titties. But if like fucking Kaczynski is running kitties through that, hey, you ever seen Breaking Bad? Do some illegal shit to that kid.
Right?
And I mean, like, population control.
He's been reached out.
One person off the face of the planet still constitutes as population control. And we are,
technically speaking.
Hey, off the bat, I'm going to say it right now. We are fucking 15 minutes in. We're going to get a strike for this. Continue.
So when.
Sorry if we can't post next week. Catch us on Vimeo.
When News 13 reached out to the man, Can't get a hold of him. Can't find him.
Doesn't exist.
Can't find the kid.
Doesn't exist.
They wanted his side of the story. He's gone.
I have a thought. Continue while I Google something.
Next thing I went into was Cypress Incorporated. I was like, what the fuck is this place? What is this? What is Epstein's company? How does he have this? When I just looked into Epstein's affiliation with Cypress Incorporated, nothing would pop up. All it would give me was the current CEO.
Okay, so I was right.
Now, I specifically had to type in Jeffrey Epstein's company, Cypress Incorporated. Then it popped up that, oh man, it just so happens that yes, it actually was his. All of a sudden, Cypress gets bought by this Infineon Tech. Gets bought by Infineon Tech, a German company.
Nice. Never heard of it.
Nope. I look into that company and I go through the CEOs and the head people.
Could you imagine if that company led back to the fake company that he bought the ranch with? Do they? The way you looked at me made me think they might.
Well, every single time.
Wait, isn't it 2 weeks in a row? I got to turn towards you.
Every single time I typed right into the search bar Jeffrey Epstein's connection with so-and-so's name, which was a head person in the company.
Yes,
Google,
CEO,
every single
CFO,
time
CMO.
Google hit me with, it looks like there aren't any great matches for your search.
What?
It looks like there aren't
That's
any
my
great
thing.
matches.
That's my thing. Like, let's take it in. Like what's like a legendary court case? Like, the dude who killed JFK, Patton, whatever, Oswald, Lee Harvey Oswald. That went for months.
Yeah.
To prove that a documented thing happened.
Yep.
It is so fucking blatantly obvious what is going on here. I'm not a detective. I'm not an attorney. I don't know shit about shit, but I know this is fucking sketchy. Hey, U.S. government, look into it. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. These Epstein episodes always get me so fucking heated because it's like, bro, it's right there. Especially because that's what this, if you didn't watch episode 52, we mentioned this whole thing is what the podcast is based off of.
Yep.
It's right there. Like we are not smart people. And I admit he gets a little carried away, but at the same time, like as the level-headed one of the group, it's all right there. It's all right there. It's like this, picture this, but hard, cold fucking facts on how guilty everyone involved is. Continue.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty blatant. Now,
Jesus Christ.
When it kept giving me dead end after
Where's
dead
Chris
end after
Hansen
dead end,
when you need him? I almost said Christ Hansen.
Where's Christ Hansen? My mind went to, okay, well, this is either a good thing because now one of his sources of income are completely gone and vanished. So if the man is still alive, he's starting to get bled a little more.
He's not getting bled, dude.
Well,
if the man's still alive, he's still making millions of dollars off of trafficking children.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks, but we're not funny as of now yet this week.
Right now, no. But, oh my God.
Okay, that's kind of funny. I don't know why he sweats so much.
I am dripping.
You should buy a silk shirt that
I should.
is very colorful.
I don't know. This shirt's kind of nice, though, right? All right.
Yeah, you shut it off like last week. We're getting way off track.
Well, that's where the story ends. Because now
just so Love and Bliss owns the land.
The deed's still going to be considered fraudulent, but until the feds can take it in September of 2021, when it becomes no longer under his control because it's done, guy's apparently not alive anymore, can't pay for it, got to be sold.
Okay.
That's when they can take it. So right now I think it's in limbo. And the only people taking care of it are the ranch hands that were hired.
See, if we had sponsors, we could fly out there with a nice camera and do a real fucking podcast about it.
You know we would too. You're probably sitting there going, "Yeah, they would."
Yeah, I'm sure they would. No, we'd be there right now, sweating balls like we are, saying, "Hey, Alex fucking Kiesman or whatever the fuck, Krasinski. Hey, John Krins,
Hey, Jim.
Jim Halpert, your son's a fucking kitty diddler." Like I said,
Put my stapler in Jello again.
if it's a bunch of 22-year-olds just like sucking and fucking on some ranch in New Mexico, it's somewhat of a step up. But at the same time, hey, New Mexico, have tighter laws on shit
Be
like
better.
this.
Be better. Okay.
Like, I feel bad because every week we're like,
be better.
I feel like we never really tie things up. Like, what's the solution to this?
The only solution in my eyes would be
Epstein's actually dead, which I think we all know at this point he's probably not.
yeah.
This ranch is seized for evidence.
Yep.
Little St. James is seized for
Yep.
evidence.
New
The
York
Anita
Mansion
Express is seized for evidence.
Yep.
Well, the New York mansion was immediately tainted because they fucking left it open for like a month before detectives went in there. So that's a lost cause. Now I'm getting to my forensic psychology side.
Get it going.
Took a lot of that shit in college.
Focus.
There is no solution to this. It's really upsetting. That's why we never conclude the pedophile episodes with like, here's what should happen. And I want to sound educated and be like, look, here's a very logical way to end this shit. Which, if you haven't saw this podcast before, you know that we thoroughly believe the government isn't logical. It's not.
It's not.
As we said, I think last week, Bohemian Grove runs it. Yeah, Illuminati. Like, it's so fucked up. We should move to Canada and just restart the podcast.
We should.
That'd be sick.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what we'd talk about, but
I don't know. We'd be surrounded by a bunch of mooses.
Talk about maple syrup, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Bob.
Delicious.
Anyway, like, that's fucked up, dude. Wait, you didn't even say, because I read it in your notes and I'll say it. This fucking kid, Alex Kiesman, what the fuck is this kid's name? Krasinski?
Alex Lizinski.
Lizinski's.
Yeah.
Alex Lizinski's bought this ranch, this multi-million-dollar ranch that was a deal with New Mexico. He bought this 7,600 acres worth of land for $200. Hey, New Mexico. What?
That I hope that kind of clicks. You're like, wait, that's one of the most fucked up facts about this whole thing. And now the kid's gone.
I'll say it out loud. I pay $460 in rent, and I literally live in someone's closet. You bought 7,600 acres for $200.
A 33,300
and I get it.
Square foot
I get
mansion.
it. I get it. Because like the house my parents own, someone died in before we got it, so we got a good deal. And it was like a nice. We live out on Long Island. It's expensive. I know. Whatever. I'm not bougie. We're poor, but it was like $700,000, and it was listed at almost 100. But someone died there, so they dropped 30 grand. So I get it. Like, oh, Epstein owns it. We'll drop the price a little bit. He bought it for this many millions of dollars. He's dead now. He's sorry, I almost said convicted. He's an alleged pedophile. We'll drop the price a little bit. But you drop the price a little bit, that's not $200 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
You can't even hey, weed's legal. You can't even buy an ounce of weed for $200.
No.
And weed's done nothing to anyone except for a lot of really fucked up shit. But that goes all back to the government. Now I'm getting way too deep in my own head. I took too much kratom today. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, it's okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
This shit gets me every fucking time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Not on the computer. It's on the computer. It's going to make a mess.
Oh, immediately rainbow ball. Oh, no. I'll be back.
It's going to make a mess. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Can you grab me one for my face?
All right, folks. Yeah, I got a little heated, almost broke the entire podcast. But look,
JMac smash.
the only reason I'm mad is because, like, if you have millions of dollars, you can do whatever you want. And I don't think that's what this country, let alone any country, is set out to do, you know? And that's just
Yeah.
not okay.
Not whatsoever.
And I'm not trying to get us into class or some deep conversation about poor versus rich, 1% versus 99, whatever. All I'm saying is if you can do what we just talked about and get away with it for $200,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to pay $125 for parking in front of a tapped fire hydrant in Brooklyn. Right? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tell us.
Yeah. Please tell us if we're being dumb.
Like, hey,
if we're
how
out of
about
line,
how about you fucking tax these people actually breaking the law instead of taxing me for parking? Or, whoa, here's an idea, not putting shit in the right recycling bins and things as such. It annoys me as a poor person.
yeah.
Stop doing that shit.
Why?
They take out $300 a week out of my paycheck. Why? You have millions at your disposal, yet you continue to hook these people up because they give you kids?
Yep. Oh yeah. If you can supply them with what they want, and yeah, they'll make a deal with you. You got the shit we want. There you go. Here's
It's
a plot of
insane.
land.
It's insane.
Here's a deed that's not actually a deed, but
And look, New Mexico is like the Wild West. I know I'm comparing New York to New Mexico, two completely different places aside from the word new before the actual word, but I hope you get what I mean or what we mean.
yeah, I hope you all catch our drift.
So long story short, Epstein owned a sex ranch, a church called Love and Bliss Church, run by a 22-year-old, bought it for $200. That shit triggers us,
Wham!
or at least me. Anyway,
Oh yeah, it gets me fucking
I almost ruined
heated.
my laptop over it. So, that being said, let's get into some current events, which directly relates to what we were just talking about. Current event number 1, what's happening on July 12th? Which relates directly feeds into current event number 2 that's going to piss you off. Let's go.
Maxwell trial, July 12th, going to begin. No more delays, no more stalling. It's going down. The judge says, hey, we've read enough. We've heard you enough. We're starting. Be ready. That's got me jerked up.
See, you know, it's fun. It's probably like April of next year. The judge says, we've read enough. We've heard enough. Innocent. Or
Could
she
very well happen.
kills herself within
See,
the next couple weeks.
That's why I think she hasn't been able to be offed yet, because she's in the same exact prison that her lover offed himself, and it would be way too similar, and people would lose their gosh damn minds. So
Why do you say gosh damn now?
I don't know.
People would lose their goddamn motherfucking minds.
So she goes to court.
At least we would. We're people.
Yeah, she goes to court. Maybe she's proved innocent. Maybe she's proven guilty. She spills some beans.
I don't think she's spilling shit, because wait for current event number 2 that bleeds into this.
All right, so she's innocent. Now she's off to this halfway Safeway house. Next thing you know,
Because, you know, let's put a prolific pedophile in government protection. That's cool.
next thing you know,
That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's just like the church. Maybe they'll send her to Love and Bliss Church and
Maybe,
make her
yeah.
a fucking bishop or something.
The first woman pastor.
I had a woman pastor growing up,
Did you
Tracy.
really?
Yeah, she was a shit. I go to a Presbyterian church. They're very open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
never
my
got to
parents
experience
do.
that.
I'm very not religious, as we all know. But
Didn't get to experience woman pastor.
yeah, Tracy, she was dope.
That would have been
Fucking
cool.
Jamaican female pastor is sick, dude.
That's
It was sick.
awesome.
And she had like these gray locks. It was sick. Anyway, current event number 2. I cannot wait to hear what you have to say about this. So, coming out 2 days before Ghislaine goes on trial is a documentary about Ghislaine basically saying she's innocent and how she was brainwashed by Epstein, just like all these very damaged children and now women, and basically saying, hey, all the evidence you have, fuck it. We made a movie saying that she's okay. And there's like archived videos of like when her dad was alive before she got tied up in Epstein, and there's interviews while she's in prison. And I think the entire premise is to convince society that Ghislaine did nothing wrong, even though she's a dirtfoot whore, and essentially vilify Epstein, who's dead, even though he's already vilified, but you know what I mean? So yeah, right before the trial starts, don't know how this is allowed either, because it's federal government versus the production company who's making it that I don't want to out because maybe I'll work for them one day, which would be okay if it wasn't on this documentary. So please don't get mad at that. I just want to protect my livelihood. Since, you know, we've learned that me talking about things on this podcast can
We're watching.
come back to me.
We're always watching.
Didn't affect me. I hope you're watching.
I've got my eye on you.
I really hope you're watching. But all I'm saying is a certain company is making a documentary about Ghislaine, essentially attempting to prove her innocent is what I based off it. And Olivia showed me this whole long story about it because she's all tied up in the production world. And it was like this, I forget what it was. It's like a blog about upcoming shit. And they agree it's super fucked up. But how insane is that? Right before the trial. You're going to release it right before the trial.
I don't get it. I don't understand how anyone in their right mind would ever even. Okay, so I understand
be
it's
like-
probably with her brother.
It'd be like if Filthy Rich came out the day before Epstein went on trial.
Yeah.
But it also
But then
Filthy Rich vilified Epstein. This is like she was brainwashed. She's innocent. She was damaged by her father's death, and she grew up in this insane life, and she didn't mean to tarnish or hurt these women. She was just protecting herself, and she only did it so that she could survive. And it's like, well, look where you are now, dude. You're the mastermind behind this entire thing.
So
and I hope one day you fucking,
what?
you know, never get out of prison. That's what I hope. But
Bro,
isn't that insane?
you
I'll tell you
can't
off air where this documentary is airing, and it's gonna blow your
you
fucking
can't
mind.
be innocent if the man finds you, does whatever he does with you, and then you willingly decide to stay by him.
Well, let's not say willingly. Look, we have to play both
Wait.
sides here. I know we're both angry, but we have to play both sides here. If he did what he did, not if he did what he did to all these women with his
100%.
power and his money, and I know she had power and money, but you have to think not as much, especially in America. Let me finish. I'm not saying that she wasn't evil or she isn't evil and she doesn't deserve what hopefully is coming to her. But I'm just saying the fact that they're trying to essentially prove her innocence before the trial starts makes it more sketchy. But don't, like I said, we have to play both sides. Don't not give her the benefit of the doubt, but she's also so deep wrapped into it, she doesn't deserve the benefit of the doubt.
I'm not going to give her the benefit of the doubt because if you remember,
well, all
they
the
were
girls
dating so long that she wanted to get married.
Yeah, all the girls, every single girl in that documentary said, yeah, it was
Epstein told
Ghislaine
her,
is essentially what got
we're
me.
not going any further.
She
We're
was the
done.
recruiter.
Epstein says, we're done. We're not going any further.
And she
you
said,
and I.
nah, I'm going to stick around and help you out for money.
How can you not be guilty? You willingly stayed there. The dude told you he's done with you. And you said, nah, I like this. I'm going to stay here. Why? Why?
But that's what I'm saying. That's the other side of it. Look, I'm 100% with you. But you also have to think, just because we support, obviously, I'm dressed in pride gear. We support everyone. We said that at the beginning. Let's support women here. Ghislaine could have been scared out of her wits. We know she wasn't, but she could have been. She could have been blackmailed to hell. If you ever speak up about me, I will kill more than just you. I'll kill off the rest of your family, yada, yada, yada. Who knows? Or on the flip side, since we're playing both sides, exactly what you just said. Epstein was like, get the fuck out of my life. And she was like, nah, I'm here. Let's do it. Let's ruin, multiple thousands of lives.
I could.
All I'm saying is blackmail, especially with a man who's worth billions of dollars and as unfortunately prolific as Epstein was at what he did, it could 100% be blackmail.
Could be.
But also based off her arrest and everything we've learned since and everything we've talked about on the podcast, it's probably not. But we have to be fair.
Could have been the people that...
It's also it's current events, baby.
The people that got her dad could have been after her when she was of age. And she went to him for safety.
Yeah. But also in the article that Olivia showed me, at her dad's birthday the year before he died. So, like, you ever been to your dad's birthday?
Yeah.
You're a part of it. You're having fun. You're drinking. You're doing stuff.
You're enjoying yourself.
She was 16 years old. Or no. Sorry. That was a different part of the article. She was 26 years old. Guess what her role in the birthday was?
Sex. Pleasure woman.
I mean, it didn't distinctly say that, but she was the hostess. You ever been to a restaurant? You know who the hostess is? She was the hostess at her father's 65th birthday party. Little shady. And that was pre-Epstein. So all I'm saying is I think it goes way deeper than we think. And also, if there's no episode 55, we are definitely dead.
Schwacked.
Yeah. Just like Jim McAfee, which we'll definitely cover next week. I think we should talk about that next week.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
next week 5, sure.
Let's move on to something that's also kind of sad. Current event number 3.
I'll make it quick. I'm not going to say any numbers or anything.
No, not that. Fuck that. We're not talking about that. I was going to say fucking free Britney, dude.
Oh, geez. Come on, people. Get behind the movement.
All of this shit. I have a headache because my brain is moving way too fast because it's like, how is any of this even a problem?
Right? Excuse me. Just
like,
what is going... Why?
If a conservatorship is... I guess made up by the US. Like at this point, she shaved her head 15 years ago. Like she has a lot. Like I've talked way too much about this in the last few days. Free Britney, dude. Like
Britney.
Did you know that she has to pay her father, who is abusing her, to take care of her?
Mm-hmm.
Thousands of dollars a month. And she hasn't performed in years, which also might change because Olivia showed me a video today where her manager is going to sue her because her father booked her for a tour once the world reopens so he can keep making money. She doesn't want to do it because Britney's at her wit's end, obviously. And if she doesn't go on tour, her managerial company is going to sue her and take the rest of her money because her dad is a fucking psychopath.
Wow. This dude
Like, I know we should have said free Britney months ago, and we may have, but at this point, hey, U.S. government, who's definitely listening to us based off the emails and DMs we get, free fucking Britney, dude. It's insane. It's fucking insane. And I know there's a lot bigger topics we could cover, which current event number 3 is kind of one of them. But like, hey, free fucking, come on.
You gotta free Britney. You gotta free Britney. Yeah.
Talk about fucking toxic, dude. It's so sad.
It's ridiculous. I was blown away by some of the shit that she was saying in her testimony.
Yeah.
I didn't think that could be real.
I mean, the biggest part is that she's forced to have an IUD that she doesn't want.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if your dad just like, it's literally like locked away.
Keep that shit in there.
No, not even sex wise. Just like he controls what you eat, who you speak to, who you sleep with, what you do, your children's lives, your finances, the way you look, the way you act, the way you speak.
No matter what you do, he
nothing.
knows.
There's nothing she can do. And she's a full-blown, I think, in my mind, very sane adult at this point.
I would agree.
If you disagree, the only reason you disagree is because she's literally being tortured by the one person who should actually care for her.
Yeah.
Free fucking Britney.
Free fucking Britney.
Fucked up, dude.
On to the next.
On to the next one.
What do we got?
We got...
Uh-oh.
It's fucking Pride, baby.
Hey.
Woo. Rainbow. Yeah, so it's fucking Pride Month, dude. Today actually marks, I don't know what anniversary of the March on Stonewall, which is what started Pride. And I just wanted to shout it out because as two straight white males, I feel like we're looked at as like somewhat of the problem as to why this even has to be a month. But all I'm saying is like,
I would 100% never look at myself like that.
No, I mean society wise, I don't look at myself like that.
That's because
at this point in my life, 95% of my friends are in the LGBTQ community. I've drank a lot. Sorry, guys. But look, dude, I just want to shout this out because first off, y'all are badasses. You're breaking molds. You're bending standards. You're doing whatever the fuck you want. And I love it. And I never realized that. And I had a conversation with Olivia about this today. Like, I am confident in my sexuality and my gender identity and everything like that. Like, I know based off conversations with these people that I'm in the right place. But the fact that these motherfuckers, no matter what you are, I like have the audacity and the balls to be like, no, bitch, I'm this. Good for you, dude. Like, it makes me so fucking happy.
They know them.
We went to a gay bar last night. Shouts out this fucking ink on my arm. Best night of my life. It was so fun. And like I told you before we started recording, I was miserable. I show up, there's all these motherfuckers in fishnets and fucking jock straps and fucking we're all yelling about like all the dudes I'm with. Shouts out Lewis, Ryan, fucking just cracking joke. Like, it's fucking great, dude. The whole community just uplifts the world. Like, why are they so fucking villainized? It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I wanted to conclude the episode by shouting out Pride, and it shouldn't even be a month. Pride should just be all year long.
Just accept it. Accept it.
Not even accept it. Like, hey, it's here. Like, you shouldn't have to accept it. It's a part of society. And it has been.
That's what I'm saying to those motherfuckers.
It has been.
Are still blockheaded and saying, no.
And we've said it before here. We fucking love everyone that's a part of this community. The first time I said I fucking love gay people. I love all you motherfuckers.
Every last one of you.
It's the greatest. And they're so high energy and so entertaining. And by entertaining, I don't mean like, ha ha ha, I'm fucking, it's like watching TV. Like, I mean entertaining, like, I want to spend a lot of time with you and fucking hang.
because this is fantastic
It's my
conversation.
boys, dude.
This is awesome.
Aside from you, all of my friends right now are gay as hell, and I love it.
You're a cool dude.
And I was supposed to go to a rally today, but then there was a rumor that white nationalists might show up, so that's why I'm here.
That's sketchy as fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, shouts out Pride. To end it on like somewhat of a high note, and we definitely shouldn't talk about what you want to talk about. Maybe we can
Maybe
next
we can
week.
do that next week because
But
next
this
week's
was a
also
heavy
going to be a serious
episode.
topic that's kind of interesting. If you don't know what we're going to talk about, it's going to be super, 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 super
Yeah.
That was my auctioneer voice.
Hey, blah, 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 super interesting. Blah, blah.
Hey, we're going to talk about a guy
All
that
right.
just killed himself. That was in a prison.
We gotta fucking turn these fans on. It's hot as
I know.
balls in
I'm
here.
dripping.
Hey, this has
all
been-
the way down here. Your favorite podcast.
Why don't you ever take your shirt off?
I don't want to do that to you.
I'm insulted. I was trying to explain how jacked you were the other day to a bunch of my gay friends and Olivia, and they were like, no, he's not, because they all watch it. And yeah, so Collin's fat as fuck. And this has been a Couple Pints pod.
Safe to say, we're out.
Yeah, we're out, dude. Fuck, I'm so
Oh,
sweaty.
Thanks for joining. I know. I am dripping. Fucking. I am.
Wait, let's redo that. I'll do it with half a shirt on.
Oh, yes.
This has been
Couple Pints pod.
It's Safe to Say.
We're out. Yeah.
Peace.
To the moon.